So this is my first plate. It's my guess that only at the Bacchanal Buffet in Las Vegas are you going to get Chinese look fun, Filipino pork skewers, Chinese char siu bao, Chinese egg roll, and a French croque monsieur. And also they have Israeli shakshuka, which is a traditional breakfast of baked eggs with tomato sauce and spice in Israel. This is just the first plate. There are many more to come. Now I'm going to point out a few things that it's unusual to see on a buffet here in America. Here you have the crispy Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts have become more and more popular nowadays. They used to not be very popular because they do have a lot of sulfur in them, and so if they're overcooked, they tend to smell bad and taste bad. But if you cook them right, they can be very good, and more people are learning to cook them right. So I definitely will try those Brussels sprouts later. Now here's something that I don't see on a lot of buffets. It is a typical American dish. They have biscuits and gravy, and they also have oatmeal and grits for anybody who wants those for breakfast. Then they have a Mexican section. And in the Mexican section, something you rarely see even in restaurants in America, are chilaquiles. Chilaquiles are a typical Mexican breakfast that you can get almost all over Mexico. It's hard to find them here in the US, but they're basically made out of cut up tortillas, and they have cheese, and they have some kind of a red sauce. And then these have sour cream and parsley on them as well. And usually it's cotija cheese, which is an interesting sharp Mexican cheese, a little bit like the texture of a feta cheese. That's good. Then they have chicharrones. That's fried pork skin. You see it all over the South, and you do see it in Mexico, but you don't often see it much here in the US. When you first walk in here, the first thing you see is their seafood. They have a lot of seafood. I know that Young will be going for this. She loves seafood. That appears to be a shrimp ceviche. They also have fresh tail-on shrimp. And of course, stone crabs. That looks like stone crab claws, so. You rarely find those on a buffet. That's kind of nice. Here they have sea snails. This is a specialty in Japan. I was in Okinawa one time at a raw bar where I was getting your typical chicken teriyaki stick. As I said, I'm not a seafood person, but the man next to me asked if he could try one of my chicken teriyaki sticks. So I said sure, gave it to him, and of course he gave me in exchange one of the sea snails that he was eating. And it's common courtesy there to exchange the foods when you're at the various bars. And of course I didn't want to embarrass him and tell him that I didn't like sea snails, so I turned it over when he wasn't looking and pretended that I ate it and said, "Ooh, oishi, delicious." So both Young and I agree, while this isn't the most exciting food we've ever had, it's certainly very tasty and very serviceable. And considering that it's a buffet and we have food from all over the world, it's actually a nice variety of different things. Now most people, they go to buffets and they want to eat everything in sight and they want to eat as much as they can. My philosophy of buffets is not that. You want to take a little bit of a lot of different things. You come to the buffet for the variety, not for the quality. The quality, if it's good, it's better. But you're really coming for the variety. You don't want to stuff yourself and eat everything you can. You want to eat good food. You want to eat a little bit of everything. Decide what you like and maybe go back for some more of that. And that works out really well.